Welcome to CalPhusion, enhancing soil biology and the rhizophagy cycle for stronger roots and healthier bacteria. For years, CalPhusion has been delivering stable calcium and phosphorus, plus fulvic acid, citric acid, and amino acids directly to the rhizosphere. This gives beneficial bacteria the extra nutrients they need to thrive, powering the remarkable rhizophagy cycle and helping plants absorb more minerals for healthier, stronger growth. Let's explore how it all works. Here's the CalPhusion story. We built it on two simple truths. First, it mirrors nature, the powerful synergy of ionic calcium and phosphorus that plants and microbes have evolved to use together. Second, healthy soil microbes are what really drives strong root growth. So instead of just feeding the plant, we feed the biology. By delivering these nutrients in a stable, immediately available form, along with fulvic acid, citric acid, and amino acids, CalPhusion nourishes the bacteria in the rhizosphere, powering the rhizophagy cycle, and helping plants farm their own nutrition for stronger roots and healthier soil biology. Here's what makes CalPhusion different. It delivers stabilized ionic calcium and a true phosphorus complex in plant-available form. These nutrients are immediately available on contact instead of tying up in the soil. It's also biologically compatible, mixing cleanly with your inputs and biological products. Plus, it brings fulvic acid, citric acid, amino acids, and key micronutrients straight to the root zone. This combination gives the bacteria in the rhizosphere the extra calcium, phosphorus, and other essential nutrients and metabolites they need to become larger, healthier, increasing populations and maintaining diversity in the soil microbe community. Here's what growers can expect to see when they use CalPhusion. More root mass with denser, deeper root systems. More abundant root hairs that dramatically increase surface area for water and nutrient uptake. Stronger, healthier, more resilient roots that withstand stress better, and more efficient nutrient uptake. These consistent results come from feeding the biology first. Healthier bacteria in the rhizosphere, powered by extra calcium and phosphorus, drive the rhizophagy cycle and help plants build the strong, efficient root systems you demand. It all starts in the rhizosphere, the thin zone of water right around the roots. Here, CalPhusion gives bacteria a richer menu. Extra calcium, phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium, micronutrients, fulvic acid, citric acid, and amino acids. A well-fed microbe is a more effective one. With this extra nutrition, bacteria grow into healthier, larger populations. They divide more times before depletion and take up even more minerals from a soil. This sets the stage for the rhizophagy cycle, where stronger bacterial populations deliver more nutrients to the plant. Here's the rhizophagy cycle, how plants farm microbes for nutrition. It begins with attraction. Bacteria follow root exudates toward the root tip. They enter the meristem cells. Inside, reactive oxygen strips their cell walls, turning them into protoplasts. These protoplasts release nutrients to feed the plant from the inside while they replicate. Finally, the microbes are ejected from the tips of the root hairs, reform their walls in the soil, and the cycle repeats. Each cycle stronger when bacteria are nourished with extra calcium and phosphorus from CalPhusion. Step 1 of the rhizophagy cycle begins in the rhizosphere. Soil bacteria tumble and swim through the thin water films coating soil particles around the roots. Root exudates, sugars, amino acids, and carbon compounds create a powerful chemical trail that draws the microbes toward the root tip. With CalPhusion-fed bacteria have access to extra calcium, phosphorus, fulvic acid, citric acid, and amino acids. This creates larger, healthier populations that respond even more strongly to the plant's call. Step 2 of the rhizophagy cycle, entry at the root tip. Following the gradient of root exudates, the bacteria reach the root tip meristem, the zone of active cell division. They enter the outer root cells and move into the periplasmic space, where they shed their cell walls and become wall-less protoplasts. Thanks to CalPhusion, these well-nourished microbes are now inside the plant, ready to deliver their mineral payload. Step 3. Oxidative extraction. Once inside the root cells, the plant produces reactive oxygen species, mainly superoxide, around the captured microbes. This powerful oxidative burst strips away the bacterial cell walls, turning them into protoplasts and releasing the valuable nutrients held inside. With CalPhusion, calcium, phosphorus, and other minerals are unlocked directly inside the root, giving the plant immediate access to the nutrition the bacteria have gathered. Step 4. Feeding from the inside. Inside the root cells, the wall-less protoplasts release calcium, phosphorus, and other valuable nutrients directly to the plant. At the same time, the microbes continue to replicate, building a living nutrient reserve inside the root. With CalPhusion, the plant is fed from within, bypassing potential losses in the soil and receiving a steady supply of minerals harvested by the bacteria. Step 5. Ejection and recharge. Surviving microbes are ejected at the tips of elongating root hairs. This process actually stimulates the root hairs to grow longer and branch more. Once back in the soil, the bacteria rebuild their cell walls, recharge on calcium, phosphorus, and other nutrients, and head out to begin the cycle again. With CalPhusion, each cycle is stronger than the last because the bacteria return better nourished and more effective. CalPhusion works powerfully with your existing soil microbiome, and any biological products you apply microbes perform best when they are well fed. CalPhusion supplies the calcium and phosphorus and other essential minerals and metabolites they need to thrive. This fuels bacteria and fungi, creates a richer, more active microbial community, and builds a sustainable, self-renewing living soil that benefits your crops season after season. With CalPhusion, you get increased microbial activity and a healthier soil microbiome. This leads to increased root mass with abundant root hairs and stronger, healthier, more resilient roots with efficient nutrient uptake. Feed your soil biology with CalPhusion and watch your plants thrive. Thank you for watching. I'd love to discuss how CalPhusion can fit into your program. Contact us at mike@calphusion.com or 239-494-2126.